everyone, it's Skiesti. With Overwatch 2's release and the different interactions and questions that there are bound to be, I thought I'd answer some frequently asked questions for Mercy and bust some myths as well. So let's get started. How much does Kiriko's ult reduce Mercy's Rez timer? If you Rez at the beginning of Kiriko's ult and stay in it for the full duration, Rez will have about 8 seconds left on its cooldown once the ult ends. If you Rez prior to Kiriko's ultimate, you'll have Rez again just before it ends. And if you have Rez and stay in Kiriko's ult for a while and then step out of it, Rez cooldown will start going back to its normal speed after being accelerated for a while. Does Kiriko's ult reduce Mercy's Guardian Angel meter refill rate? No, it does not. Are Mercy's beams impacted by Kiriko's ult? Yes and no. Mercy's healing beam should do about 68.75 HP per second in Kiriko's ult. That means she'll be fully healing a 200 HP ally in just under 3 seconds. Damage boost, however, is not impacted by Kiriko's ult. This is because damage boost boosts a percentage of damage, and that percentage is not able to be impacted. How much damage does damage boosted Kiriko's crit do? Kiriko's crit does approximately 156 damage when damage boosted by Mercy. How many times can you Guardian Angel in Kiriko's ultimate? It depends on the length of your Guardian Angel. In this example, I used it 6 times and the cooldown comes back incredibly fast in about half a second. Can Kiriko's Suzu cancel Rez? Yes. If Kiriko's Suzu is aimed correctly, it can cancel Mercy's Rez because of the small boop when the ability lands. Does Swift Step break Mercy's beam? No. When Kiriko uses Swift Step when Mercy's beam is on her, Mercy's beam won't break. How do Mercy and Kiriko synergise? From my experience so far, Mercy and Kiriko synergise pretty well. Many Kirikos are prioritizing damage over healing, and her healing is kinda slow depending on the distance. It kind of gives me 4 DPS and Mercy vibes if anyone remembers that composition from Overwatch 1, which was actually pretty fun. Kiriko and Mercy both give each other good targets to Guardian Angel or teleport to, and Kiriko can protect Rez with her Suzu if needed. In addition, Kiriko's ultimate is great for Mercy's long Rez cooldown. Also, for those pistol-loving battle Mercies out there, Mercy's pistol kinda goes silly in Kiriko's ult. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but, you know, maybe there's something there. Can you damage boost Junker Queen's wound over time? Most of Junker Queen's abilities will inflict a wound on the target and will heal Junker Queen over time with the damage dealt by those wounds. Mercy will amplify both the bleed and the self-heal. For example, if Junker Queen is 290 health, without damage boost, she will heal to 330 HP. With damage boost, she will heal to 342 HP. The only catch is that you have to damage boost for the entire duration. If you stop damage boosting, the bleed and self-heal will no longer be amplified. Can you damage boost Junker Queen's ultimate? Yes. Does Guardian Angel ignore Junker Queen's knife pull or not? If you're mid Guardian Angel will ignore knife pull. When you reach your target, or when Guardian Angel is considered to be on cooldown, you will be pulled by the knife. Does Mercy's damage boost increase Sojourn's charge rate? Yes. Damage boosting Sojourn increases her railgun's charge rate. Without damage boost on a critical hit, the charge rate is 10, and with damage boost, it's 13. How much damage does Mercy take if she flies through Sojourn's snare? Mercy will take approximately 32 damage if you Guardian Angel through snare. Can Mercy Rez in Sojourn's snare? Yes. She takes approximately 143 health, leaving her with 57 HP if you GA into the snare, Rez, and back out. How does Superjump Rez work? Does it even still work? Yes. Superjump Rez does still work. There's 2 ways to do it that I currently know of. For short-range Superjump Rezes, Guardian Angel to your target, press crouch to trigger Superjump to go up, and then start your Rez. For long-range Superjump Rezes, Guardian Angel to your target, look up, and then press jump and Rez at the same time. This allows you to Superjump Rez from a much further back distance. Can you control the height of Superjump? Yes. You can control the height of Superjump by using the meter. If the meter is lower, you'll Superjump lower. If the meter is higher, you'll Superjump higher. If you're behind cover while your beam is on someone, can you Superjump? Yes, you can. What happens when you press super jump and jump at the same time? Nothing really happens, you'll just super jump. It doesn't seem like you go any higher than normal if you press super jump and jump at the same time. How good is super jump compared to the original Overwatch 1 and the beta changes? In my opinion, the super jump is much better compared to the previous iterations in the Overwatch 2 betas. I can't stress that enough. This version feels like the most polished version that they tested out. It's hard to compare Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 super jump to one another though, as there are advantages to both of them. They're both good in their own way, and I've been really enjoying what the new super jump is capable of, minus some problems with close to mid-range guardian angels and super jumps. Is there still a meter? How does it feel? Yes, there is still a meter. Mercy's meter feels clunky when it comes to close to mid-range guardian angels and super jumps. The adjustment I would like to see to hopefully solve this problem is making the meter charge based on Mercy's distance from her target. This would make it so that if Mercy is closer, the meter charges faster, and if she's further away, it charges slower. Is the meter really necessary? Technically, yes. The meter is necessary. It makes it so that you can determine the height of super jump as well as Mercy's directional guardian angels and other tech. I know it doesn't feel very great right now, but I do think we need it, and with some adjustments, I'm sure it would actually feel much better. Can Angelic Descent control the height of super jump? No. Back in the second beta of Overwatch 2, the change to Angelic Descent would let you control the height of super jump by triggering Angelic Descent with jump. You can control the height of super jump now through the meter, but not by Angelic Descent anymore. Can Angelic Descent still dampen vertical knockback? Yes, seems like it does. Can you still prop jump, and how does prop jumping work? Yes, and you've got a few different options to prop jump. Pressing crouch and guardian angel at the same time will bring you closer to the ground in your guardian angel. Doing that will make you catch on objects like you would in Overwatch 1. If you let go of crouch and press it again quickly, you'll super jump. And if you have crouch double bound, double tap crouch on your second bind and you'll super jump. The second way is if you have your beam on your target and are nearing a wall, prop, or anything like that, just tap crouch to super jump and you'll technically prop jump. Or you could also guardian angel and look up or down and press jump, or if you backward guardian angel, you can prop jump off of walls, objects, or other things. How does slingshotting work? Slingshotting works the same as it did in Overwatch 1. To slingshot as Mercy, jump when you reach your guardian angel target to launch yourself in the direction you're facing. Note that if you're at close or mid-range to your target, your slingshot won't go as far. To get slightly more distance in the slingshot, you can hold guardian angel a bit longer at your target before you jump. Does bunny hop still work? Yes, it does. You can bunny hop both before or after your guardian angel target. If you cancel guardian angel on your way to your target and hold space to jump, you'll do a bunny hop. If you guardian angel slingshot past your target, you can bunny hop. You'll need to jump just as you touch the ground, but the timing is quite specific, so it's not incredibly reliable. Can you still bounce off the environment? Yes, you can use jump to bounce off of the environment. And this is sort of in relation to prop jumping, but you can also use super jump or backward guardian angel to prop jump. If you still have any other questions about her movement, I would definitely recommend the movement guide on my channel. Can you damage boost Winston's right click? Yes. Can you damage boost Orisa's javelin? Yes. Can you damage boost Orisa's ultimate? Yes. Can you damage boost Sombra's damage amp on a hacked target? Yes. Can you damage boost Sombra's ultimate? Yes. Can you damage boost Cassidy's magnetic grenade? Yes. Can you damage boost Bastion's grenade? Yes. Can you damage boost Bastion's ultimate? Yes. Does Mercy's passive healing still activate after 1.5 seconds of not taking damage? Yes. Mercy's passive healing is still nerfed from both Overwatch 1 and the beta. Right now, her passive healing is intentionally worse and activates 1.5 seconds after not taking damage, and it'll heal her for 22.5 HP per second. Does Mercy feel good to play? Yes and no. I've been advocating for the Guardian Angel super jump changes of Overwatch 2 for Mercy for a long time once I realized the potential in it. Once you start getting used to her movement, she feels incredibly good in that respect. I'd encourage you to give her a chance. If you're hesitant, you'll very likely end up enjoying it. When it comes to other aspects of her kit, Resurrection feels like it's too slow for Overwatch 2's fast-paced environment, and Valkyrie feels pretty mid as an ultimate. It comes in handy sometimes, but it's really just okay. Did Mercy really need her movement change? I do feel that Mercy needed the changes she received to Guardian Angel and Superjump. I genuinely think that Mercy, with her Overwatch 1 movement, wouldn't have been able to keep up with the fast pace of Overwatch 2. She's much more flexible and less dependent on her team. Now, whereas with her Overwatch 1 movement, she would have just struggled to keep up. How does Mercy stack up against the other supports? Okay, so I haven't played the other supports much in Overwatch 2, but the general consensus that I'm seeing is Mercy sucks. If you're good with her movement, you can make her work quite well. However, in the grand scheme of supports, she's just not that good compared to the other supports. A main reason for this is because of how important damage contribution is in Overwatch 2. Every support has a way to contribute to damage by being able to deal it actively themselves, whereas Mercy's contribution to damage is mainly through damage boost. And no, this doesn't mean Mercy needs her damage increased. It just means that she doesn't have anything that really makes up for the lack of damage contribution unless your DPS are really doing work. What support works best with Mercy? I'm still finding that someone like Ana or a Baptiste works best with Mercy. I'm not too sure about Kiriko yet. I'll probably have more of an opinion on that once I get to play with her in comp. Otherwise, I think Mercy's position as a damage enabler is much more reinforced in Overwatch 2 since damage contribution is really important, meaning it's even more crucial to get picks and keep your DPS alive. You're needed even more in the pocket position, so someone that's able to reliably keep your solo tank up is ideal for Mercy to be able to focus on the DPS. How viable is Mercy with another support that has a low healing output? I've noticed that Mercy and another support with low healing actually works pretty well in Overwatch 2 as long as it's played right. Mercy and Zen, Mercy and Lucio, Mercy and Brig. Sure, they aren't ideal, but it works much better in 5v5 than it did in 6v6. I mean, I don't absolutely hate it anymore when I see my second support lock one of these three heroes, and we seem to have a higher chance of making it work. And that'll be it for our FAQ and mythbusting for Mercy in Overwatch 2. Let me know in the comments if you found any notable interactions Mercy has in Overwatch 2 that I haven't mentioned, or if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I will see you next time.